Okay guys, today we are looking at 3 topics for the M1 iPad Pro 12.9 inch versus the Tab S7 Plus. Number 1, camera test, 2 speaker test, 3 mini LED versus OLED. Yes, that is probably the reason why you are here in the first place with me, and I don't blame you. I am just as intrigued as you are. Sounds straightforward, doesn't it? One word of caution though, I am reading your comments and I just call it as it is, and I agree. Sometimes it does sound brutal, calling out flaws in any device it does, and realistically nobody wants to be told that they are doing a crappy job, including myself. However, I don't know what I don't know, meaning if nobody tells me I will never know and I will not get the chance to improve. So I just call it as it is with no ulterior motive. You are now looking at the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, the mini LED, the super duper iPad Pro, and the camera again is here on the side, you can see, and I'm sitting to this side to be to be in the middle here, because if I go back here you can see this, and I have a different camera over there, you can see now I'm in the middle, I'm waving, but then I'm completely out of the picture. So in order to be in the middle, I have to sit like this, but then the camera is here. And now we're looking at the wide angle camera here, and we can see it's kind of the same scenario. I have to move over here in order to be in the middle. It's super weird, but maybe vertical is better, but my arms are really long. Look at this. Ooh, I look like Gandalf. As for center stage, we fully tested that in our previous video. It is a total fun feature. Go and check it out. You are now looking at the Tab S7 Plus, and the camera is nicely positioned, as we know. And this is the same position literally seconds after the iPad Pro. Let me know. What do you guys think? What's the picture like? Is it good? Is it bad? You know the drill. So what I noticed with the iPad Pro camera in general is they do need a lot of light, and that is not the case with the Tab S7 or the Tab S7 Plus. What I mean is they don't need more light per se, but if you want a decent picture, then yes. As for the microphone quality, I believe they are equally as good.
Dress to impress like it's prom night. And when you live in top shelf, you know you gotta set the bar high. Had the same dreams since we was kids. Big trips, big cars, and even bigger cribs. Never thought that it would happen just the way it did. Fast forward that now, it's just the way we live. Let's go food and drinks. My mood makes you think that this life's made for a king.
So the speaker test really surprised me here. We had different results yesterday with the 11-inch M1 iPad Pro, and that is really weird, but it did not sound as full or as good as the 12.9-inch version. So I would say now though, between the Tab S7 Plus and the 12.9-inch version, it is a tie. It is basically all depending on your preference, of course. So let's talk display, right? This is the big one. Mini LED versus OLED. Right out of the box, I noticed that the same wallpaper, I put the same wallpaper on both devices. The iPad Pro, M1 iPad Pro Mini LED does not look as colorful, and yes, I'm just calling it out, but maybe it was a glitch at the beginning, but that was my personal experience. And having said that, during my testing, I figured out where the new Mini LED shines. So let me start here. Regular Netflix footage. It is a show called Final Space. It's super funny, and my first impression with the color difference continued here. Left hand side, iPad Pro Mini LED. Right hand side, Tab S7 Plus OLED display, Super AMOLED, sorry. And I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to stop. Freeze frame. Boom. Hopefully you can see the color difference. The OLED is more vibrant during regular footage, whether it is Netflix or anything else, anything you watch on a regular basis. Now, the but is coming, the big but. Not what you think, but it is a but. As soon as you move to HDR content, the M1 iPad Pro Mini LED shines. And my friends, this is my takeaway here today. I try to capture this for you guys in 3 amazing different angles. Yes, that's how I roll. In addition to an overhead camera, so please do the like and subscribe thingy here. The HDR content looks incredible. The question I have though is, how many times will you watch HDR content? And I don't know, educate me in the comment section below, please. And you could definitely argue it is future-proof, which it is, but now when I go to reading news, it reverts back to the OLED being more colorful. Look at this picture here, hopefully you can see this. His face on the picture has more color, it's more popping with the Tab S7 Plus Super AMOLED screen than the M1 iPad Pro Mini LED display. So as for brightness, for any regular SDR content, the iPad Pro will have 600 nits and will only go to 1000 and above for HDR content. That is very important. So regular footage, anything regular, will have just as many nits as the previous version. Outside, I felt both are very similar, but because of the OLED screen being more vibrant, it did feel a bit brighter, but it could well be an optical illusion. Last but not least, my nighttime test, because we like to watch movies when it's dark. Well, I do anyway. And here you can see the Tablet 7 Plus screen is slightly brighter and it looks different. I haven't figured a way out to describe it yet, but hey, by all means help me out in the comment section, but it does look different and it is brighter at nighttime. So my conclusion is that the mini LED really shines with HDR content, no doubt. Boom, done. On a regular basis, it is really nice, and ignoring the M1 chip and Thunderbolt 4, it is something you and your wallet need to decide. Ka-ching! And if you want more color in your life, and by all means you probably have to put both devices side by side to see the difference, but hey, go with the Tablet 7 Plus. Guys, thank you for watching. As always, let me know how you feel about these devices. Jens here, peace out.